excited to be back once again. So I hope you're doing good. Perfect on my side. Welcome everyone to the EOS Pulse show. I'm so excited to have all of you. I see some of you already here. How are you doing? How is your week? Happy new week. That for a long time. I miss you over the open mics. I'm seeing Jamal, Bakai, Ian Woods, Stefan Pogoni, Awoini. Guys, I'm happy that you're here. A big applause to all of you who are here today. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate. Thank you for coming through today. I hope you're doing good. How has been your day, Oludele Owani? I hope I pronounce it right. I'm so excited that you're here with me. It's a fantastic week, very fine, and I hope you're doing fine. Fellow Web3 enthusiasts, I'm a big fan of digital technology. You guys know it. So today we are going to talk about a lot of stuff. I'm going to talk about NFTs and gaming, and I'm going to talk about updates about Pomelo. I have a lot for you. I want to remind you that we are live 2 days now in a week, Tuesday and Saturday. Saturday's open mics. By the way, the last Saturday, we had a record-breaking Twitter space. We had over 15 guest speakers, new guest speakers, and then we had over 80 live listeners. And then those who listened in after the show, I think are now 250 listeners per now. So that's a big achievement for the EOS Pulse. And thank you everyone who has been behind this. I appreciate the EOS Pulse OGs, those who have been with us from day one. I know that some of you have been with me from the time we have started this show, and big shout out to you guys. I really appreciate. Thank you for being with me from day one. Trust Crypto is here. Ayuba, Mahal next. So guys, I see you writing down your yes accounts. Yes, I have a couple of NFTs just for free. By you attending this show, you qualify to have some of them, and I'm going to give them to you for free. Trust Crypto. I want to know, do you always come for the open mics? We always have open mics on Saturdays, and it's a good way to network. I've met so many people that have come to collaborate with me just over this show. So if you're really into Web3, you want to meet amazing projects, you want to meet new people, collaborate with other people on building projects on Web3, spaces, Twitter spaces like the EOS Pulse spaces on Saturday is a good way to network with other Web3 enthusiasts. And starting next week, I'll be inviting project owners, representatives to come on this show and talk to you guys. So I hope you're doing good, and let's kickstart this. I'm ready. I don't know if you're ready to talk about Web3 with me. Enjoy the journey, and a big thank you to everyone who has been here with me from when I began this show till now, and for the new guys who are still here, who joined and never left, thank you.
Thank you.
And I appreciate your time here. That's thank you for you guys. Thank you for being here with me. So today, as I told you, it's a day for NFTs and gaming. What you're looking at here is Atomic Hub. AEW for life. Thanks for coming through. Gonjor, happy to meet you. So this is Atomic Hub. Since we are going to talk about NFTs, but I cannot talk about NFTs before talking about Web3 gaming, guys. So I'm going to highlight something about Web3 gaming, and also mention the fact that there is so many DApps and games on EOS. So as you guys know, this is Atomic Hub. You guys have seen it before. Anyway, I'll look at it later, but let me just highlight something about gaming. So we all know that gaming has transformed the future of interactive entertainment. We have had this topic before on our side spaces. So you know that Web3 gaming obviously represents a convergence of blockchain technology and traditional video gaming. So it offers sort of a shift in a way we experience and interact with games. And this emerging field, in my view, embraces decentralized principles of decentralization and ownership of data. And it provides players with true ownership of in-game assets through non-fungible tokens, which we call NFTs, which I'm going to talk about later. And it fosters player-driven economies. So I'm going to dwell much into the world of Web3 gaming and exploring its key features, potential benefits, and significant impact on the gaming industry. I know that many of you already know these things, but for those who are new to crypto, and let's enjoy as I give a description in my own view. We always have these discussions on Saturday. You guys know we always have these discussions on Saturday, and I appreciate those who share their ideas via the Saturday spaces. So as you see this Atomic Hub, I'll just continue to just explain something about gaming and its impact on the gaming industry. Gaming on Web3 is a really amazing area. Okay, now let's look at decentralization and true ownership as an aspect of Web3. So as you know, one of the fundamental aspects of Web3 gaming is decentralization. So unlike traditional gaming models, where centralized entities control the game mechanics, economy, and asset ownership, well, Web3 games leverage blockchain technology to establish sort of a decentralized protocol that empower players. So in online gaming, Web3 gaming per se, you can see that unlike the traditional games, the assets owned while you play the game, be it the NFTs, they can be traded, including the tokens you get. So those are play to earn games in simple terms. Sometimes they call them P2E. So through the use of smart contracts, we talked about smart contracts over the weekend. Players can have true ownership of in-game assets. These are represented with unique NFTs, which I'm going to explain something about NFTs. So as you know, these NFTs are stored on the blockchain, and they grant players complete control over their virtual possessions, ensuring transparency, authenticity, and obviously provable scarcity. So this revolutionizes the concept of ownership and allows the players to like trade, sell, or even earn real world value through their digital assets. So another beautiful feature is the player-driven economies and the interoperability, which we have talked about several times over the show. Now, if you're really enjoying this show, you enjoy Web3 updates, and you want to come on this show, talk about Web3 with me live on YouTube, it's actually very good that you come on shows like these, talk to people, let the world hear you, let the world recognize your intelligence, you know. So I encourage you guys, you can DM me. I don't care if you're famous in the world of Web3 or you're just an enthusiast. Just hit my DM, be like, Haza, I think I'm ready to come on the show with you on YouTube. I want to talk about Web3 with you. Let the world see you. Now, if you want to come on this show, there are just two requirements. You need to have a laptop, and I'll tell you which software you need to install in order to connect with me on YouTube. So if you want to talk about Web3, it's a good way to show your intellect. So this Pulse show is for you guys. So feel free to always DM me, be like, I think I can come on the show on YouTube. Let the world see you that you're out there, and talk about Web3. So as you know, we have NFTs. It's an appreciation for you guys to be here. And today we are talking about NFTs. I'll mention them. We have Shufan and Pop Token NFTs that already sent your EOS accounts. I think most of you received them. If you don't, please, you let me know. Probably accidentally I miss you sending you the NFTs. So Another beautiful aspect about Web3 gaming is the player-driven economies and interoperability, as I said. So, as you know, Web3 gaming introduces player-driven economies, and it enables the players to earn, trade, and monetize their in-game assets. I think that's beautiful, right? So, with the integration of cryptocurrencies and blockchain-enabled transactions, players can be financially incentivized for their time and effort spent in the game. So moreover, Web3 games facilitate interoperability. You guys know what interoperability means. So this allows players to transfer their assets across various gaming platforms seamlessly. We talked about blockchain interoperability, I think, last month, some space last month, but if you feel like talking about it more, we shall talk about it. So when it comes to gaming, Web3 games facilitate interoperability in a way that it allows players to transfer their assets across various gaming platforms, as I already told you. So this interoperability enables cross-game integration and enhances the overall gaming experience. So players can import their collected assets or achievements from one game to another, creating a unique and personalized gaming journey. So there are many updates I have for you in the news concerning gaming on EOS, which I'll mention and highlight on later on. Another good aspect about Web3 gaming obviously is community engagement and governance. So as you know, Web3 gaming fosters a strong sense of community engagement through its decentralized governance. So with the use of blockchain-based voting mechanisms, players can actively participate in shaping the future of the game. Decisions related to game updates, economics, and rule changes are made collectively by the community, ensuring transparency and empowering players with a direct say. As you know, we all know that Web3 is managed by communities. I think you guys know this. Yeah, yes, Web3 is managed by communities. It's a fact. It's the community that manages Web3, including the gaming communities. Adil is saying, hey brother, hey Adil, happy to meet you. Please, I miss you on the open mics, Lowanson. Guys, come through Odugu. You know what? I've met so many good people via these spaces, and I feel like you guys deserve to meet them too. Very intelligent people coming through. Project owners. I've invited so many people out there in Web3 space. You would call them influencers who have been coming on these spaces. If you want to interact, to know what's going out there, you want to collaborate with Web3 projects, please come to these spaces every Saturday. It's 7 p.m. UTC. I love it that you guys have the Tuesday show because of the updates and etc. But the Saturday show is amazing, and as you know, on this show we do not have favorites. Everyone can come and speak, you know. Even on this Tuesday show, if you really want to be on this show with me, anyone, just DM me. I'm a friendly person. Just DM me, come on the show with me, and enjoy everything about Web3 with me. So thanks for being here. Adil is saying he will be there with me. Amazing. I will be waiting for you on Saturday. Okay. Additionally, you know that Web3 games incentivize players with governance tokens that grant voting rights, some of them. So these enable them to influence game policies, and this democratic approach fosters a more inclusive and player-centric gaming ecosystem. So there are some challenges and opportunities in the gaming area. So as you know, Web3 gaming faces several challenges. So some of which are scalability and high transaction costs on certain blockchain networks. I won't mention them, but this hinders the growth of Web3 games. I don't want to shield EOS so much, but obviously I have to shield it. EOS is a good Web3 project. We are almost feeless. The gas fees are so low. You can use the EOS network as your most friendly companion when it comes to gaming. It's seamless, and it has seamless transactions, of course, but the beauty aspect is when it comes to gas fees. So you know that there are a lot of regulatory concerns, obviously, and user adoption outside the crypto survey community. which may affect the mainstream integration, and this is one of the challenges. So nevertheless, you know that the opportunities presented by Web3 gaming are substantial. So Web3 games have to sort of have the potential to revolutionize the entire gaming industry by enabling new revenue streams, fostering player creativity, and providing a more equitable gaming experience. I'll just conclude about gaming by saying that Web3 gaming represents the convergence of blockchain technology, decentralization, and video gaming. So by integrating NFTs, which I'm going to explain later on, player-driven economies and decentralized governance, Web3 games are transforming traditional gaming models and offering player true ownership and control over their virtual assets. So these games foster community engagement, they incentivize player participation, and introduce innovative business models. So I know there are challenges that remain, but the opportunities presented by Web3 gaming, and they are immense. So Web3 games has paved way for future of interactive entertainment that's more inclusive, transparent, and player-centric. So let's look at NFTs. Nico, you're welcome. Lionheart, Raptor, I'm so happy that you guys are here. I'm so excited. Please share your views in the comment section. Thank you for being here, and I love you all. I'm happy. Before I go ahead, I will just say I'm so happy. An applause for everyone who's here with me. An applause to you guys. So I'm going to talk about NFTs briefly, but you see this Atomic Hub, the number of assets here. I call them assets. Obviously, NFTs are assets because we sort of invest in them, so they have financial value. So these are NFTs for you. You can buy. I've done several tutorials to show you how you can buy assets using Atomic Hub. So this Atomic Hub market, you can search for the newest listings, the oldest. Let's look at the oldest listings just briefly. These are the oldest. You can look at the highest, what NFTs have the highest prices. As you can see, wow, you can see one of the most expensive NFTs right there. How many millions are those in EOS? But still, they are some of the cheapest NFTs. Let's look at them. You can see there's an NFT of 0.01 EOS. So, well, there are some that are cheap. That's amazing. Look at this. So I'll mention something about NFTs. Raptor, you're welcome. I recognize your presence. Thanks for coming through. And guys, I remind you to always come on Saturday for the open mic. I want to look at the highest. Look at these prices. They're crazy. Anyway, the rise of non-fungible tokens, we call them NFTs. I want to look at how they have revolutionized ownership and creativity. Yes, non-fungible tokens, we call them NFTs. I'm saying this for the new guys. I've had so many DMs concerning NFTs. I always talk about topics people DM me about. So NFTs have recently emerged, and as you know, they have a groundbreaking innovation in the digital realm. And they have revolutionized the way we perceive ownership, art, collectibles, with their unique characteristics and blockchain technology. So NFTs have offered unprecedented opportunities for creators, collectors, and enthusiasts. So I'll explore the concept of NFTs, the benefits, some of the challenges, and the future prospects of NFTs. If you have any comment about what I'm saying, some simple questions, you can write them in the YouTube chat area. So as you know, NFTs are digital assets, and in my understanding, they represent ownership or proof of authenticity of a unique item. So whether it's digital art, music, videos, virtual real estate, or even tweets. As you know, you remember the former CEO of Twitter sold his tweets. I think it's one of the most sold NFTs ever. So unlike cryptocurrencies such as EOS, Bitcoin, Ethereum, which can be exchanged on one-to-one basis, NFTs are indivisible and irreplaceable, you know. So due to their distinct metadata and cryptographic design, you know, they are unique. That's as simple as that. So they have some advantages. So NFTs have some advantages, one of which is true ownership. As you know, NFTs enable artists and creators to establish their ownership and control over their digital creation. So the blockchain verifies and records ownership, thus eliminating doubts about authenticity and fraud. And digitalizing of art and collectibles, of course, involves a democratized way of doing things in the world of art, and it allows creators to monetize like their digital artworks, and collectors to own rare pieces in a decentralized manner. There's some other advantage is traceability. If you didn't know, NFTs provide a transparent and immutable history of ownership, making it easier to track the provenance of rare or unique digital assets. I will just end there and talk about the challenges and criticisms, one of which there is really lack of knowledge and awareness. Many of us despise digital art. We don't know what it is. But as you know, many people are still unfamiliar with NFTs and their potential applications. So improved education is essential to drive adoption and dispel misconceptions about the technology. For those who have never owned an NFT, on this show we give them out for free. We have Shufan and Pop Token NFTs. There has also been environmental concerns. We have had the topic about effects of blockchain on the environment over the side issue. So the energy consumption associated with the blockchain mining, particularly in proof of work systems, raises concerns about the environmental impact of NFTs, and this transitions a more sustainable blockchain solution, which should be more stable. So scalability and high gas fees, is also some big problem. So as you know, there are so many blockchains with very high gas fees, and scalability is still a problem. Let me look at the future prospects. Those are some of the problems, but I will not forget one problem. It's very important to note is about market saturation and speculation. So the recent explosion in NFT popularity has led to an over-saturation of market with low quality or overpriced assets. And this speculation-driven environment raises question about sustainability and long-term value of NFTs, as you know, guys. So let me look at some of the comments. Raptor is saying nice to be here. Hazza, wish you well. Raptor, thanks for coming through. And if you have any questions or a topic you want us to discuss on these Tuesday spaces or Saturday, please always DM me or comment in the YouTube so that we can talk about them. So some of the future prospects of NFTs could be enhanced user experience. Obviously, efforts are being made to improve the user experience of interacting with NFTs, making it more accessible and cost-effective for both creators and collectors. Another good aspect, future aspect, will be interoperability. So establishing a cross-chain compatibility would enable NFTs to be seamlessly transferred and utilized across different blockchain ecosystems, and expanding their potential and applications and audience, you know. So there's also regulation and standards. So there should be clearly defined legal frameworks and standards for NFTs. I don't know if you agree with me, but this would enhance trust and mitigate concerns related with copyright infringement. This has been a big issue. Also, there's a lot of disputes concerning intellectual property and fraud. So I'll just conclude by saying that non-fungible tokens possess immense potential to transform various industries, bridging the gap between the digital and physical worlds. So while hurdles such as scalability, environmental concerns, and market saturation exist, they can be overcome through technological advancements and increased awareness and regulatory frameworks. So the rise of NFTs has brought us closer to a digital era where the ownership and value of unique digital assets can be securely stored and owned by various individuals. So obviously there have been some notable record-breaking NFT sales. As you can see on Atomic Hub, the prices are crazy, but all over the world, digital art has been sold for thousands of money. If you guys have heard of NFT collection called the 5,000 Days by the BPs, you know, it sold for over 69.3 million USD. And also CryptoPunk, if you know CryptoPunk, one of the most expensive NFTs, which sold for over 7.6 million USD. You can see how crazy this is. There's also CryptoKitties that made a lot of noise. It sold for over 170,000 USD. You can imagine. So the NFT world is really amazing. Now we are almost coming to the end of the show. Big shout out to everyone who participated in Pomelo, those who voted for the synergy on Pomelo. Thank you guys. So I appreciate, and if you want to come on this show, I remind you to DM me. My DMs are open on Twitter and Telegram, and my username on Telegram is Hazaharu. I'll write it in the chat area. It's Hazaharu. Okay, just DM me in case you have any questions. Make sure you join the synergy communities on Telegram. We have an official WhatsApp group. It's sort of unofficial, you know what I mean, like it's not official group, but we use it for communications. So back to Pomelo, guys. Thank you. Let me check out how much we managed to raise in Pomelo seasons. Thanks to everyone who participated and voted. As you know, some people are speculating that Pomelo seasons could end on season 7, which I doubt. So we are waiting for any communication from Pomelo to let us know how they will handle the next upcoming seasons. But the synergy performed so far so good in Pomelo seasons, and that's exciting. So we collected approximately 3,245 USD. I think that's amazing. So big shout out to you guys. Thank you everyone who came through to vote for the synergy on Pomelo, guys. Another applause, guys. Okay, that is it. I appreciate those who voted for us on Pomelo. We are almost coming to any idea when Pomelo funds will release? After a few weeks, you can claim your Pomelo funds. And actually, if you had a project on EOS, you can apply to get funding from Pomelo in order to run your projects. Now, this may look like a big sum, but it's sufficient enough for EOS Synergy. We now have over 6 shows in different languages happening on the Synergy, and they have to be facilitated. Okay, we have a Spanish show, Chinese, and among other shows. So Raptor is saying, I hope there is season 8. I hope to. So big shout out to you, Raptor, and I'm so proud of everyone who is here today. So that's how we performed on Pomelo. Thanks to you guys. Another applause for you guys. Okay. Let's look at other projects, how they perform. EOS Mexico has over 1,500 USD. We have EOS Support. It has over 4,500 USD approximately. Those are some of the most trending projects. I see not so bad. EOS Support is here. I think it has 6,000. Korea has 114 among others. So EOS Audit has 2,000. That's amazing. Which other projects performed well? There is mindweb.io has over 2,000. But well, most of the projects that got out of money are on EOS EVM, I'm very sure. Let's look at EOS EVM projects. I think they got out of funding because of course of the value they add on the ecosystem. You can see them. EOS Nigeria had 717. Hey, my Nigerian brothers. That's EOS Nigeria for you. Thanks for supporting the project. Let's see. EOS Go, it performed so well. EOS Market. You can see, I told you the shows on EOS EVM performed so well, as you can see. That's amazing. There's the EVM bridge. Wow. Anyway, that's about it. So guys, we have come to almost ending this show, and I'm so excited that you have been together. Thank you for being with me in this journey. I